Hi everybody, it is April holiday coming in October 30th on Sunday. I have not been done a live video in 2 weeks. The last one was my cousin's wedding when I did her makeup, and I just didn't really feel led to do anything since then. So so I have just been kind of waiting for the right time and to just feel God lead me into the next topic. And so as I went to church this morning, he really started to reveal to me what I could talk about next. And so, hi friends, thank you for watching. I love you guys. And I'll go ahead and just get into it and just pray that you guys are blessed by it. And so I am writing a friend back and forth who is in prison. So one of my friends that I met about a year ago, a fellow mom, and our daughters were having play dates. And she's a great mom. She's a great wife, and I really respect her. And she's the mom that puts moms like me to shame. She will be leaving the school with her daughter as I am showing up to the school to pick up my daughter. She's always early. She goes to all her kids' events. She's just a fabulous person. And we were really starting to build a relationship. And all of a sudden, I find out that she was gone and something happened, kind of a freak accident. And she was taken to prison and had no previous record, actually worked for a great company, and just a really freak accident. And so we have become pen pals, and we write each other about once a month, and we truly put our whole heart and soul into our letters, and I spend the whole 10 pages just bawling my eyes out. And what I want to share is that even though she is in the midst of truly one of the darkest chapters in her life, God is really showing up, and he's showing up big time in her life. And so I am here today to tell you that God cares about every detail of your life. And I think that's something that gets overlooked. And because God is so great and so big, how could he possibly care about all the little details in our life? And with all the people in the world, you know, he surely doesn't care about what I'm going to wear today or what job I'm going to get, right? How could he possibly care about all the people in the world? But I know from experience, and I know personally, that he truly cares about every detail of your life, the big things, the little things, and he's working it all out for you. And so, and I see this in my friend's life, so I bring her up. Hopefully I'll have her blessing someday. She'll get to watch these, and you know who you are, and I love you so much. And just to see how God's working in her life when she's really suffering and her family is suffering right now, and that God still loves her and that he's still there with her, walking her through this. And so kind of trying to catch my train of thought. So I guess what I want to say is, you know, God calls us not to worry, that we don't have to worry about if we're in between jobs, if we are going through a hard time, if our kids are being disobedient and stressful, something I'm going through now with our kids, just really tough times. And God just tells us not to worry. That doesn't mean not to care. That doesn't mean not to pray or to think about it. That just means you don't have to sit around and worry about it, because that isn't going to make it better, and that isn't going to add a day to your life. It's really only going to actually take time away from your life. So I just want to encourage you guys to trust God, to seek him out. And, you know, if you are looking for a job or you need little things, just pray and ask God to reveal those things to you, to bring about the right things in the right time, because God truly has a plan for your life. He truly knows everything that is going to happen, everything that has happened. And so, for me, my stepson is looking for a job, and I can pressure him all day, apply here, apply there, and freak out about it that he's not working. But the reality is that God has the right place in mind for Isaiah. And I don't need to worry about it, and I don't need to push my will upon my son, because God knows where he wants him. And I can be there to offer advice and love. But the most important thing that we need to do is just pray and seek God and meet him in his word so he can reveal those things to us. He can reveal where our next job is. He can reveal where our next meal is going to come from. He really cares about every little detail that even only you know, that nobody else even knows about you. God knows, and he cares. And if you ask him to show up and to be active and to reveal these things to you, he will. It may look different than what you expect. Don't hold God in a box, because our minds are so finite that what he has in store is so much bigger and so much better than what we could possibly imagine. So if you pray for something and it doesn't come out exactly the way that you think that it should, just take heart and know that God has something bigger in mind for you. And it may be hard and it may take time and patience, but you will be rewarded if you trust him. And just know that God is good, that he loves you. He does know what's best. Just like a parent, being a parent myself, I relate to this now, as I know what's better for my child than my child. Of course I do. That's how God is. We are God's children. He knows, as our Father, what's best for us. And he doesn't give us everything we want the way that we want it, because he knows that sometimes that's not going to produce the right fruit in our life. I guess I'm losing service here. I hope you guys can hear me. So I'm almost done. I won't keep you much longer, but back to my backside. I kind of talked about, if you have questions, if you have concerns or doubts or fears in where you're at in life or what's going on in the world, this is great video for the campaign that is going on. And if you're just kind of freaking out in life, go to God, because he wants you to wrestle with him through these things. He can handle it. He can really handle you going to him, laying it all at his feet and saying, I don't like this. I don't understand this. I'm not happy. I'm hurting. Help me to figure this out. Give me the strength to get through this. And, he can really handle it. He knows everything, first of all, but he knows your inmost thoughts. He knows your inmost being. He sees your soul, things that nobody else sees, and he still loves you. So one thing I learned at Bible study last week is that we want to be seen. We want to be known, like truly known for who we are, and we still want to be loved. So it's one thing if someone loves me who really doesn't know all the rot in my life, but for my husband, who knows the good, the bad, and the ugly, he truly sees me for me, and he still loves me. That's unconditional love, and that is what God has for us. So, let's see. So yeah, the last thing I want to share is that Jesus came to earth as God's son to save everybody. Everybody. He didn't come to save one group of people or one color or one religion. He didn't come just to save the Jews or the Americans or the Europeans or the white man or the straight people. He came to save the world. And he's not prejudiced. He doesn't discriminate. Again, he sees every soul for who they really are, and he loves you unconditionally. He may not agree with everything you do and feel and believe, but he loves you. So I just pray that you give him a chance, that you get to know him for yourself personally, and that you let him show off and reveal how he cares about every detail of your life. I love you guys. Bless you. And I will see you again soon.